Week 30, Rhetoric level. Britain's policies towards America changed after the 7 Years' War. King George III took the throne in 1760. Unlike his warlike grandfather, George II, who was the last king to lead British troops into battle, George III thought war was too expensive and wanted peace at any price. He issued the Royal Proclamation of 1763 to stop American settlers from crossing the Appalachian Mountains into Indian lands. He grudgingly stationed 10,000 British troops in the colonies, but wanted the colonies to pick up at least a part of the cost of keeping them there. That turned out to be one of the most expensive fundraising efforts in history. It cost him the jewel of his imperial crown and plunged Britain into another expensive war in 1776, when America revolted. Here's a challenging question for your teenage child. Was all American opposition to Britain justified, or were some so-called patriots really rebels? This is a question of conscience that we can't answer for you, but we've listed some of the arguments for and against in this week's Tapestry of Grace. It boils down to a debate over the meaning of Romans 13, which says, "Let every person be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those that exist have been instituted by God." Some Christians take this to mean that every Christian must submit to every government official. Others argue that the governing authority is the law, not the people who enforce it, which means the American colonists correctly asserted their rights under the common law and British Constitution. If a king breaks the law, subjects should uphold it by opposing his unlawful acts. In light of this, what does your son or daughter think about the idea of civil disobedience? English precedents made it clear that no king could impose taxes on the people. Only Parliament could raise taxes, and that was because taxes were considered to be a free gift to him from the people through their elected representatives. For some colonists, paying taxes became a crisis of conscience. They could not join an attack on the British Constitution. What should a citizen do when the government tells him to do what's wrong? Peter and John refused to obey the Jewish authorities when they told them to stop talking about Jesus in Acts 4. Does that apply to taxes? Jesus told his followers to pay taxes. Render unto Caesar that which belongs to Caesar. But which Caesar should we follow, the king or the Constitution? The Bible doesn't say. These are deep waters. May God guide you as you lead your family through them.